When I heard about the interview with Meghan and Harry, I was quite saddened initially. I feel that Meghan and Harry are both incredible assets to the royal family, so I was very sad when they left.
I felt real bad for them because I think they were kind of taken by surprise. It's it's probably something they've never dealt with before. So yeah, I just felt a lot of sadness for them, especially when it's your child.
There was dismay. There was shock, yet a shock that is familiar.
I was quite struck by the stories of Meghan potentially facing racist comments when she was pregnant. I have direct experience of that as a mother of 4 mixed race children. And what was quite striking for me was when my son, who's now 16, when he was born, I felt that he was a slightly off color. And I mentioned it to a nurse who said to me, "Oh, don't worry, dear, that's just the color of mixed race babies." However, I didn't quite give up on that, and it actually turned out that my son had jaundice. So I think that, yeah, these types of experiences are quite common for people of color, particularly when they have mixed race children.
One particular time when I had my son, and a few days after I had my son, a family member came over, and they didn't remark about his skin color, but they made reference to his hair, and they were surprised that his hair was so straight. I was angry. I didn't say anything because I was kind of in a vulnerable state. So I just had a baby a couple days before.
The part that brought me to tears was when Harry was talking about the reaction from his family. And, I am the parent of a biracial child, and I can understand how, I guess I can empathize, with how that must have felt for him and his child and his wife to not be fully accepted for who they are and everything that they bring. It made me sad.
So I think that we're having much more of a conversation today about racism, and I think that's a good thing. Unless we have these conversations, we're not actually going to be able to address it and actually change it.
It is as bad as it was to listen to, and it really kind of gut wrenching a little bit. It needed to happen. A lot of people want to say, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about race. Let's not talk about this." You can't keep brushing under the carpet and think it's going to change. Until you're ready to talk about it, you're going to still deal with it. It's not going anywhere. I had to tell my child to navigate in the world that, yes, you are biracial. This is true. But when you go outside these doors, you're looked at as only African American, and that's it. And there are things that go along with that. Sometimes not so good. So you have to have those talks.
Because of the color of my skin, what I recognize is that my child has a different experience in the world than I do. She related to me about being followed as she was shopping. And it was long after the fact, and she never told me about it until we were having a different conversation. And that's when I really realized that, she has a different experience in the world than me. The world treats her differently.
I think the first thing that we need to do is have honest and open conversations. And we need to consider the lived experiences of people whose lives are being blighted by racism, and learn from them, because ultimately they are experts through experience, and we just need to end discrimination.
I don't want people to feel like they shouldn't love who they want to love. You know, I don't want them to feel like, oh my God, I don't want to get with this person because I'm gonna deal with so many issues. You're gonna deal with issues no matter who you marry. You have people of the same race, they get divorced and have problems, and you know, it there's no difference. It's just you have to stay united. And I think Harry and Meghan will get through this if they just, I commend Harry for one, because he left a lot. But I think he's gonna gain a lot too.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.